We've all left a conversation feeling drained or doubting ourselves. Sometimes it's a subtle ache, a heaviness that lingers long after the words have faded. You might replay the moment in your mind, wondering if you said something wrong or if you're just being too sensitive. That heavy, uneasy feeling? It's a signal, one you shouldn't ignore. Your body and mind are trying to tell you something important, that your emotional well-being matters, and it's okay to listen to those inner alarms. Toxic people aren't a diagnosis, but the pain they cause is real. Their words and actions can leave invisible bruises, making you question your worth or your reality. You're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. So many others have felt this way, even if they don't talk about it openly. The first step is to acknowledge what's happening. Give yourself permission to name the discomfort, to say, "This doesn't feel right." You can't control others, but you can protect your own peace. That means learning to recognize when someone's behavior is hurting you and taking steps to shield your energy. This isn't about blame. It's about recognizing what hurts you and choosing to act. It's about honoring your feelings, even if others don't understand. Your power begins with seeing the truth. When you acknowledge your pain, you reclaim your strength. You deserve to feel safe and valued in your relationships. Healthy connections lift you up, not weigh you down. If you consistently feel the opposite, it's time to get curious and brave. Choose yourself, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. True peace comes from honoring your needs and setting boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls. They're bridges to self-respect. Let's stop second-guessing our feelings and start trusting our instincts. Your intuition is a powerful guide. Give yourself permission to protect your heart and mind. You are worthy of kindness, from others and from yourself. This is essential self-care, the foundation for a joyful, authentic life. When you honor your needs, you invite more lightness and laughter in. You deserve to feel light and at peace. Imagine waking up each day knowing you are safe to be yourself. You have the power to create that reality, starting today. Every small step you take is a victory. This is your story. Choose who gets a starring role. You are the author, and you get to decide what comes next. To truly protect yourself, you need to be able to spot toxic behavior before it takes root in your life. Toxicity isn't always obvious. Sometimes it hides behind a mask of concern or fake kindness, making it hard to recognize at first. One major red flag is constant criticism. When someone is always pointing out your flaws or mistakes, it slowly chips away at your confidence and self-worth, leaving you feeling small and unsure of yourself. In contrast, true support from friends or loved ones lifts you up, encourages your growth, and helps you feel valued for who you are, not just what you do. Manipulation is another warning sign. This can look like someone twisting your words, playing the victim to avoid responsibility, or using guilt to control your actions and decisions. Gaslighting is especially harmful. It makes you question your own reality, memories, and feelings, which can be deeply damaging over time. Toxic relationships often feel like emotional roller coasters. The dramatic highs and crushing lows keep you on edge, never knowing what to expect next. You might notice yourself walking on eggshells, constantly second-guessing your words and actions, always craving their approval or validation. Healthy relationships, on the other hand, bring a sense of stability and peace. They don't create chaos or leave you feeling anxious. Pay attention if empathy is missing, if your feelings are dismissed, ignored, or the focus is always on their needs, not yours. In toxic dynamics, it's a one-way street. You give and give while they only take, leaving you emotionally drained and unappreciated. Recognizing these patterns isn't about blaming yourself or others. It's about gaining clarity and understanding what's really happening. See the behavior for what it truly is, without making excuses or minimizing its impact. protect yourself from its effects. Remember, you deserve relationships that nurture, respect, and uplift you. Never settle for less. Once you recognize toxic behavior, it's time to take action and build boundaries that protect your well-being. Noticing these patterns is the first step toward reclaiming your peace and self-respect. Boundaries aren't rigid walls that shut everyone out. They're more like gates you control, allowing in what nourishes you and keeping out what drains you. You decide who and what gets access to your energy. The most powerful tool you have in setting boundaries? It's the simple act of saying no. This small word can have a huge impact on your life. Remember, no isn't mean or selfish. It's honest, direct, and clear. And clear is kind. When you communicate your limits, you're showing respect for yourself and for others. Practice saying no without guilt. It's an act of self-respect and self-care. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to honor your needs. You don't owe anyone a lengthy explanation or justification for your boundaries. A simple, honest response is enough. "No, that doesn't work for me," is a complete sentence. You have the right to protect your time and energy. You're not responsible for how others react to your boundaries. Their feelings and responses are theirs to manage, not yours. Letting go of responsibility for others' emotions frees you to focus on your own growth and healing. Boundaries also help limit your exposure to negativity and toxic influences, creating space for more positive connections. Set clear limits on how long you'll listen to complaints or tolerate disrespect. Your time and emotional energy are valuable. If someone crosses the line, it's okay to end the conversation. You can say, "I feel uncomfortable, so I'm stepping away." This isn't confrontation. It's self-preservation and self-respect. Setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to people-pleasing or avoiding conflict. That discomfort is a sign you're growing. That discomfort is actually courage in action. Each time you stand up for yourself, you become stronger and more confident. Every time you honor your limits, you reinforce your sense of self-worth and show yourself that you matter. Your peace and well-being are important. Protecting them is not selfish. It's necessary for a fulfilling life. Boundaries are the foundation for a wholehearted, authentic life. They help you build relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. You are worthy of your own protection and care. Treat yourself with the same kindness you offer others. Start small. Practice setting boundaries in low-stakes situations, and you'll find it gets easier over time. Your energy is precious. Guard it fiercely, and watch your confidence and peace grow. When someone treats you poorly, it's easy to blame yourself. But their toxic behavior is about them, not you. It's their baggage. You don't have to carry it. Whole, happy people don't belittle or manipulate others. Their criticism and drama are projections of their own pain. Detaching doesn't mean you accept their behavior. It means you stop letting it define you. Imagine their words as rain. You can choose to open an umbrella and let it roll off. This shift is powerful. When you feel the sting of criticism, pause and remind yourself, this isn't mine to hold. You can have empathy for their pain without making it your responsibility. Releasing their burden is freedom. It lets you respond with clarity, not hurt. Take back your power. Their issues are not your identity. Sometimes, even with boundaries, a relationship remains toxic. The kindest thing you can do is create distance. This doesn't require drama. Just gradually reduce contact. Move them from the center of your life to the periphery. Be less available, respond less, and decline invitations. Prioritize your well-being over obligation. For close family or unavoidable contacts, keep interactions brief and neutral. In extreme cases, cutting off contact may be necessary. Seek support if you need it. Letting go can bring guilt or grief. but it's part of healing. Allow yourself to feel, then move toward peace. On the other side of letting go is the space you need to thrive. As you distance yourself from toxicity, fill that space with positivity. Curate your social circle like a garden. Water the flowers, not the weeds. Invest in people who energize and support you. Reach out to friends who make you laugh and family who listen. Nurturing positive connections is vital for healing. These relationships remind you of your worth and set a new standard. Be open to new connections. Join groups or try new activities. The courage to leave toxic relationships is the same courage to build new ones. Quality matters more than quantity. 2 true friends are worth more than 100 acquaintances. Your circle of light becomes your anchor. They'll remind you of your strength when you need it most. Choose wisely. Water the flowers. The most powerful strategy is to focus deeply on your own growth. Build a life so full and vibrant that toxic people fade into the background. Pour your energy into your passions and personal goals. When you're building a life you truly love, their negativity loses its grip. This isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. As you grow, you naturally attract better people and opportunities. Toxic people may still exist, but they become irrelevant. You win by choosing joy, purpose, and inner peace. Become the author of your own inspiring story. Let your personal growth be your shield. You're not just surviving, you're truly thriving. Outgrow, outshine, and become who you were truly meant to be. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay blessed.